Here we see a two-dimensional streamer system generating one particle at a time behind the cursor. We have now increased the number of particles to 13 and a much more elaborate curve results. Notice the change in shape as the cursor accelerates. The particles in this sequence are now orbiting in 3 dimensions rather than being confined to a plane. We have now applied a bilateral symmetry, and generating such a 3-dimensional curve creates an ornamental frame. We now see a symmetry template for a corner of a picture frame combined with a bilateral global symmetry. We now click outside the perimeter of the symmetry frame to generate an additional bilateral element. We are now going to demonstrate the use of constraint surfaces, in this case a sphere. We first set up the symmetries which will be generated for the surface, and in this case 6-fold rotational symmetry and horizontal bilateral. Now clicking on the sphere generates a series of curves whose orbital trajectories are confined to the surface of the sphere. The cross-sections, however, are perpendicular to that surface, and so this is a surface embellishment rather than merely painting upon the surface. Changing the camera view demonstrates the amount of time required to re-render the entire model. This highlights the need for incremental rendering when interacting with the algorithm. Otherwise, this delay would occur between every mouse movement. We are now using a 6-fold symmetry in the 2-dimensional plane to generate another decorative ornament. In this case, it's a 3-dimensional streamer system with an elliptical cross-section with fluting. And we are going to follow this with a number of pre-computed animations which demonstrate the auto-animation feature of the system.